Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. In our last episode, we did a bunch of cleanup of the water system. And I have been running now for I don't know how many cycles, it's been a while. And you can see that we now have a complete supply here of water. Although now I think I want to do some different priorities here. I think I only want this one to run. Yeah, I think I do. Only want this one to run like this. So, let me take out this tile here. And we only want this one to run when this one is empty because we have too much water, clean water now. And we're almost out of... I mean, we don't really need this water though, so it's not a huge deal. And actually, as a matter of fact, well, we'll put this up. As a matter of fact, we're also filling that pipe from this supply here, so I think we're doing okay. It's fine the way that it is. It's fine the way that it was. It's fine to change it, I think. The more important thing here is I still want to get this sorted out, and that's going like crazy. It's now gotten down to where there's some polluted or some infected water that's getting pulled into the pump, so that's getting dumped into here, and then the polluted water that the pump is pulling out is getting shunted into this cooling loop as before now, and getting pulled off as irrigation. We had a problem though, and that was too much heat, and now we have the same problem again in a different way. Okay, I did too much now. It probably was too much heat, and this entire top row was overheated. And now the opposite problem has happened, but I think that it will probably settle itself down a little bit. So I ended up putting these as insulated pipes and blocking this off so that these could cool off by venting them out. Seal those up too. Alright, so now the heat should hopefully normalize a little bit. Once this gets warmed up a little bit up here, although I think I probably need to put the radiant pipes back in. So that the heat actually gets up there, because now these are too hot. Oh boy, I went too long. Okay, well, the good news is we have a lot of reed fiber that's been saved up, and a lot of insulation that's been made. And hopefully we can get these to cool down a little bit now. I think we will. We just need to get this corner warm again, and it looks like it's already on its way. So, what did I set these at? 30? Is that too much? I don't think so. Okay, so now it's already there, so now it's just a matter of the heat kind of normalizing around in here. And it'll cool down. It's not too... Oh, it is too hot. It is way too hot. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it alone, because I messed it up just as bad as it was messed up before. So, as you can see, I did do some building of the insulated tiles here. And that was just to kind of keep staging it out, and we have 2,600 available and more still being made. So, we can probably finish this oxygen room here and seal it up and move on. I want to pull up, there it is, my plan or my old design. And let's slow the speed down just so that I can see what's going on a little bit better. I want to use these pipes for this room and these pipes for the bottom room. It's somewhat arbitrary, but yeah. Okay, so we need to have a, I think we could use, we could use metal pipes here, or lead pipes here, because I don't see why not. And so we need to have a loop, and that loop is just going to go across most of the room. I'm not sure how much yet, because we need to plan for some other stuff here. I need to have a way of getting in here with a liquid, I think. Or do I need to have a way of getting in here with a liquid? Yes, I do. Which I will make apparent in a moment. So let's see. I want to have a liquid bridge, not a gas bridge, here, so that I can reach across and in from there. And that's going to be where the liquid oxygen, in this case, gets dumped back into this room if we run it too far. So we just need a liquid vent here. And I'm just going to use iron since this is going to be a sealed room anyway. Oh, and by the way, I am digging out some changes here. So bear with me on that as well. Let's see. So that's that. And then we need to have a pump here. Liquid pump. And that liquid pump is for... we can use iron as well. That liquid pump is to extract the... I don't want to do this. Oh, I know how to do it. Duh. That liquid pump is to extract the liquid oxygen from the room. So we're just going to bridge it out like this. And then we can have these pipes going through like this and then going over. I hope this is the right direction. It is. Okay, good. There. Okay. And then they'll come down a little bit more. And that'll be the pipes for the hydrogen for later. So these radiant pipe can come in here like this then. And in fact, we could even do something slightly different here. We could do a zigzag method. Just to have a little bit more square footage. Like that. Give or take 1 or 2 pieces, depending on the situation here. And then the next piece, and that's what this is going to be in this loop here, is supercoolant. So we're going to have to add the supercoolant in, and I think we're going to do that from below. Because once we get this pipe full, we won't need it anymore. So I'm going to add the supercoolant in from below, and then we'll delete this. Probably. Okay. The next piece is we need to get oxygen gas in here. And we just need a vent for that. And I'm going to use a high pressure vent. And it can be iron as well for the same reasons as the others. And insulated gas pipe is fine. And that's where the oxygen's going to come in. So the idea here is we're going to pump in oxygen until the pressure is to a certain amount. So we need to have a atmos sensor, right? How did I do this before? Because I don't have this in my screen. Oh, I do have it. Oh, okay. So, we need an atmos sensor. Basically, this needs to be like we did... What did we do this for before? We did this somewhere else. Oh, we did it in the steam room up here that's no longer existent. Wait, why can't... Oh, you guys didn't dig that out yet. I told them to dig all that stuff out, but it's a low priority, so they're not doing it. The steam room that we built a long time ago for the steam rocket, we had a temperature sensor, we had a pressure sensor, and we had a liquid sensor. So we need to do the same type of thing here, where we need to have, if the atmospheric pressure is a certain amount, or the liquid pressure is a certain amount, then we need to shut this vent off because there's enough oxygen, enough oxygen to make liquid oxygen in this room. However, if the, and I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. So if the oxygen pressure is above a gas pressure is above a certain amount, then stop. If it's below a certain amount, then it goes green. If the liquid pressure is below a certain amount, then it goes green. So if they're both green, then we want to let more gas in. Okay, so we want below and below. Now we also need to use the liquid sensor to control the pump to pump the oxygen out, because we don't want the liquid oxygen to leave the room until there is A, some, and B, also the right temperature. And that's got to be controlled by a temperature sensor and a liquid sensor. A hydro sensor. So the hydro sensor in this case needs to be green when it's above a certain amount. So the option here is, of course, to either use one sensor or two. And then if we use one, then we have to use a NOT gate. I think based on the logic and the guess and check that we did in the... let's put it over here. Yeah. Based on the logic of the guess and check of the logic that we did in that series, that's not going to work. In that room. Okay, you're gonna have to move to 2. I think we need to do 2 sensors because I think it's easier to be able to control those 2 variables separately. So let's do this one like this. And then I'll do this one like this. Okay, so we need game. Please unfreeze. We need an atmo sensor. Iron is good. We need... Although I think we could do like lead or whatever here. Because it's not going to get too hot, that's for sure. You know what, let's do it. Change all that. Automation. And gate. Lead. So this one goes here, and this one goes here. And then we need the atmo sensor, lead there. We need the thermosensor, lead there. And we need 2 hydro sensors, both made out of lead there and there. Putting them next to each other doesn't really matter, but I think if they're closer, then they're going to be more in sync. And then this wire controls that, and this wire controls that. And then we'll let them keep building all of this stuff. I think that logic is correct. We'll find out, I suppose, eventually. Let's get everybody up here. Guess we can do that as well. Get everybody up here to help build. Oh, new printables. Let's do that. No. And we don't have any rooms without building them. No. Okay. I don't know what I want for duplicants right now, so I'm not doing any. Okay. So this hydro sensor is controlling this valve. So if the liquid pressure is above, I don't know, 500 kilograms sounds reasonable, at least for now. And if the gas pressure is, if the liquid pressure is below, why did that reset to 0? 500 kilograms. And the gas pressure is below... Or should that be an OR gate? No? Huh. I want this to let in more gas when this goes too low and this is too low. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then this needs to work when this is above, say, 500 kilograms, at least for now. And this temperature is below... I need to look this number up. According to... Oh, no, I don't need to look it up. I can look it up in-game, right. Oxygen. Oxygen becomes a liquid at minus 183. So we want this to be... But I don't know where it becomes a solid. Here. Here I do, though. 218. So if this is below minus, I don't know, 190, then this pump can work. And assuming there's at least a little bit of pressure in here, it probably doesn't need to be that much. Maybe like 50 kilograms. Okay, did they do everything here? They did. And it's nighttime. I kind of need to move this ladder over here, which is what I'm working on. And actually I want that anyways, so. So this room is done, I think. I want to do maybe some ceramic wall here. Maybe that one should have been ceramic as well. But I can't get to it without digging over here, which I don't want to do right this moment. And then this wall will be insulation. That is insulation. That could have probably been ceramic to save the insulation. But it's fine. I'll probably make it all... I mean, I'll eventually make both of these rooms with the double thick walls all insulation. But at this point, we can't afford it. The other thing we need to do here is we need to have a gas pump made out of steel, at least, in this room that pumps this oxygen out of here so that we can bring water in here. And we also need a steel pump in this room, there, which is equivalent to this. Yep, right there. And that is going to... Can I put... I forgot about this. Power connection right here. Hopefully. The reason I couldn't put it up was because of that. But now I can do this piece here. Actually, I can do that there and take these out and simplify this a little bit. Let's build that also at a 7. Actually, that too while we're at it. And then I need this right there. Okay, and then this insulated gas pipe here also needs to pull out of this room. And I think I can just dump them both right there. With a high pressure gas vent. And we need to control these via some kind of automation. So let's just do a cycle sensor. This needs to be iron. Sorry about that, I had a cough. Nope, don't go that way. Let's go this way. I just made the whole thing out of iron instead of fiddling with different materials. It's fine. Okay, one other thing I want to check here is, yep, this needs to be lead. And this needs to be igneous. Because we want lead to be in any of the exposed, which starts here, and we want igneous to be in any of the hidden, which is starting here. Do all that at 7, actually. And then do all this at 7 also. And then that one, and then this one, and I guess I probably don't need to go any further up than that, but I'm going to do at least this one more. And that's a 7 as well. I know, everything's a 7, nothing's a 7. Alright, and these I need to shut off. This needs to go here. Why is this? This shouldn't be. Oh, we're almost out of iron. Let's melt some more iron. Meteors must not be bringing it in. I'm also need to get in here so I can replace these. So I'm working on that also here. This needs to be water, auto bottle, and I need to pay attention to that. How is this going? Still too hot. Man, I think it's going up. It is going up. Okay. I'm gonna have to do my same old trick here with igneous insulated pipe. Construction that. And how goes this? Okay, so now I can dig up here and open this up. So I can change that up there. Yes, I was going to make this out of iron. So this goes there for iron. 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 And those can be iron too, but we can't do that yet. And I want to take this one out, make it iron. This out, make it iron. And now I need to wait for iron. Iron. Wow, they haven't come up here and dug this out yet. Is there something whacked out here? Did I miss it? Did I fix these doors? I did not fix these doors. Oopsie. I forgot to let them back out this door. I had done that. There was an issue with the heat in this area in the previous episode, a couple episodes ago, and so we had to change some stuff, and this was broken, so there were people outside without suits on and everything, and I can't remember if we straightened that out in the episode or I did it separately, but then I forgot to open that door back up again. Say la vie, I guess, right? This can actually go up at least one more. As far as building a room around that water, that geyser. Because that's going to be our supply of oxygen and hydrogen for this. And we'll also actually, we could use it for water, even. Could. Let's dig here. And then a ladder in a straight line down into there. And I'll figure out the rest when I get there. Can they not reach this? I suppose they can't. Okay. In that case, we need a ladder here and here. Also. Okay. Yeah, the only two people who could get out here were Caledon and Sydney, because they could go through this door. Is that not reachable either? Yeah, not reachable. Okay. We can fix that. We have the technology. I don't know if both of those are needed or not. I don't think this one's needed, actually. Okay. That's not needed anymore. Or is it? Yeah, it's needed. This one's also needed, though. To have the double wall. Not that it's strictly necessary, but we might as well. Alright, iron's getting smelted again. So I want... Actually... Can I get up there? Cancel that. Take these out. Because I want to also do iron up here. Oh, okay. And I might even blow some more hydrogen into this room. Gas. Yeah. Might not be a bad idea. Let's go up to full speed. I forgot about that. Now I need to wait for them to smelt some more iron. But I need to get into this room so that I can... or I need to seal this room off so that I can depressurize it to replace this with a heavy lock inductive joint plate. And this one too, for that matter. And then I need to pull this back down to vacuum, of course. How are we doing over here? Still too hot. Coming down again, though. So you have to be careful with it. Okay, we have iron again. One of those. And of course it's nighttime. This shouldn't be necessary, nor should that. Actually, they weren't necessary at all, because once we got up here, they could have built those wires there. And so this should kick those on if they had power, which they don't. Oh, they built that. Okay, good. So let's put in a pump. So we can get the water out of here. Actually, we'll do gold amalgam. And then insulated pipe. And then we need to push this into a room that's going to do the hydrolysis. No. Electrolysis. Hydrolysis. The electrolysis. So we need to build that room yet. And it doesn't need to be as complex as an SPOM. And in fact, it doesn't need to be much of a room at all. I don't know if I want that or not. It just needs to be a room with an electrolyzer. I could even build it over here. Let's do that. Let's fill this in. And then I'll build the room right over here, right next to this. And make this kind of a tank here. This pump might not stay here permanently, but make a tank here. Build a room in this area that just splits it and filters it. We just use a filter. Don't need to be super fancy, I don't think. I should replace this one too. No, not that one. That one will be fine, the way that it is. Let's clean that up. And I think we can seal this room off then. I think. We need to get water in here, but we can hook that up through here if we wanted to. And I think I want to. And that's what we're going to use this pump for also. So let's take that like this to start with. I want to do this. What if I went instead this way? Then I could put a valve in here to shut this off. So I had immediate control over it. Yeah. Or shut off, not a valve. Let's do that. And then it goes into here. Actually, let's go where I can hopefully reach it and delete it later. Hopefully. Maybe. Plumbing. If not, it's not a big deal. But if I can do it, then I can do it. That goes there. Automation. That's fine. Automation wire. You build all that stuff. Now we need to bring over... Oh, I clicked on a dupe. This heavy conductive wire. And then we need to have just a little transformer here for that pump. Otherwise I have to get the heavy conductive wire in there, and I don't feel like doing that. So let's do a small power transformer. I'll do it right there. And then we'll just do wire bridge and wire. And they can't reach these. Well, I guess I only needed 2 of those technically. All that, please. Off. And let's seal this up. And hope that I've got everything ready. Oh, I need power here too. Forgot about that. And it's nighttime. You know what? I think we're going to call this episode here. And in the next episode, we'll hopefully be able to fire this thing up and get it running. Let's do one more thing before we go, though. And that is to put in some insulation right in here. And seal that wall up. Okay, so thank you all for joining me for this episode. And we'll be back in the next episode to hopefully get this process finished and have this system running, at least making the oxygen. We'll set to vent the hydrogen or something for now. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.